Straight ahead on CCX News, the Golden Valley Company's significant expansion plans that could bring some new jobs. Plus, the Brooklyn Park City Council votes on a new code of conduct policy. But first,
these activists don't represent me. They don't represent Brooklyn Park. Thank you.
Thank you. Parents speaking at an Osseo school board meeting disrupted by protesters. CCX News starts right now. Hello, everyone, and thanks for joining us. The Osseo School District says it has been addressing racial equity for some time.
But a group of activists say they aren't doing enough. They were present at Tuesday night's school board meeting, and as Shannon Slatton explains, they want change on the board.
First up on our agenda for tonight.
Tuesday night's school board meeting got off to a routine start. But during the first speaker, a group walked to the front of the room in what they call a silent protest.
I would ask that the audience members please return to your seats.
The chair recessed the meeting, but was interrupted again by activists with signs focused on injustice and local representation. This happened more than once. Roxanne Smith, social justice director at St. Joseph the Worker in Maple Grove, was part of the group.
We actually had blue masking tape across our lips. We were wanting to make the point that our voices are being silenced.
The group has been challenging the school board to do more about racial equity in Osseo area schools.
So these are all of the...
It's a complex issue with no quick fix.
Where the school board members live is where, and so you can see how they're just all concentrated in one tight area within just a few miles of each other.
The group says one solution is to stop electing school board members at large and instead elect them by wards so that every area of the district has representation.
You've got this whole area here that isn't being represented at all.
And that's Brooklyn Park and Brooklyn Center.
Correct.
I am here.
While you can't see it on video, there was a big crowd present. In the time allotted for public forum, speakers on both sides of the issue spoke, not always agreeing.
We would like to have the subject of how the district is represented in the school board be addressed.
We value this at-large system because our kids don't attend just Brooklyn Park schools. They attend everywhere. And that's the nature of the district. That's what we love about the district, that we get to have that choice.
Board Chair Robert Gerhardt only addressed the speakers once, saying the current board does represent everyone in the district.
To insinuate that we would do anything to harm anyone of a minority status is, quite frankly, racist and offensive in and of itself, because we would be harming our own children, and that's just plain bizarre.
And we did reach out to the Osseo School Board for an official response to the protest. The board chair sent a lengthy response reiterating his comment that they would never intentionally underserve students, and board members represent all communities within their boundaries. We have posted that statement on our website. Meanwhile, the group called Communities United for Strong Schools and Equal Representation say they will continue to speak out, but they don't anticipate much headway on this issue because right now the board must shift gears and focus on hiring a new superintendent. Current Superintendent Kate McGuire is retiring at the end of June.
All right, Shannon, thank you. Well, Tennant Company says it has outgrown its Golden Valley home and has extensive plans to either build a new facility or renovate the current one.
It's an exciting prospect for Tennant employees who'd like to see something new. It's an exciting prospect for the city and community of Golden Valley. We've been in Golden Valley since 1957.
Tennant Company has 4,200 employees around the globe, including 900 at its headquarters in Golden Valley. Tennant makes cleaning equipment such as small vacuums, scrubbing machines, and large street sweepers. Tennant Teal is a common sight in airports, arenas, stadiums, and other places.
We clean many different types of facilities. We clean warehouses, we clean grocery stores and retail outlets, we clean automotive factories. We're really anywhere.
Tennant is working on a proposal with the city of Golden Valley and hopes to present that to the company's board of directors in late 2017 or early 2018. The city of Brooklyn Park is working to diffuse tensions among city council members by revamping its code of conduct.
But the vote was split, and it had some council members asking whether the new policy will make a difference. It's a story that made headlines. Brooklyn Park dealing with stormy divisions and strained relationships.
It's not fair. I'm trying hard not to swear, but I really would love to right now.
Many of those tensions came following a separation agreement approved with the city's fire chief, in which some city council members blamed another for cultivating a culture of hostility toward the chief and micromanaging the chief's work.
We do have a code of conduct in place at this time. We just need to adhere to it. That seems to be our only problem.
On Monday night, the city council focused on what it could do to improve council relationships going forward.
I do feel the public is waiting for us. I think they really want this more than anybody.
The council examined a 16-page code of conduct developed through input from the mayor, 2 of its newest council members, 3 city staff members, and 4 residents who are part of volunteer commissions. The code requires council members to avoid comments that personally attack others. It also asks that council members limit contact to specific city staff, and that all council questions go through department heads with the city manager made aware of all inquiries. And the code says council members should not spring surprises on other council members or city staff, especially at formal meetings. But will the code bring the desired outcome? Some council members aren't convinced.
I do believe there's a level of respect we have to have for one another up here, but there's not always the level of respect we're going to have for one another up here. And that's because some of us will run against each other. Some of us have different viewpoints, different backgrounds, different thoughts. We come from different places.
In the end, the city council approved the code of conduct by a 4-3 vote. Councilmember Bob Maida wondered why the vote couldn't wait until after a November 13th meeting with the League of Minnesota Cities, which is supposed to provide input. Brooklyn Park Mayor Jeff Lundy told CCX News the policy can be changed over time.
In Plymouth, discussion continues on whether to raise the age to 21 to buy cigarettes. That tops our look inside City Hall. In a special meeting Tuesday night, the Plymouth City Council reviewed new tobacco ordinances from Edina and St. Louis Park. Plymouth could decide on more study, creating an ordinance, or deferring regulation to the state. A public hearing in November is planned to collect more input. Still ahead, a lesson in adversity from this week's Standout student at Champlin Park High School.
Plus, the football playoffs kickoff for a handful of local teams. We'll have highlights from Brooklyn Center.
But first, the winds pick up again on Thursday, highs in the 50s. We'll be right back.
Adversity is something that everyone faces at some point in their lives.
But our ability to overcome adversity teaches valuable life lessons. Today, Totino Cleveland introduces us to a senior from Champlin Park High School who's taking on a new role during one of the biggest challenges he's faced.
We're going to let this cook.
In Champlin Park's Food Prep Fundamentals class, students have the task of eating chicken and vegetable stir-fry. 17-year-old Champlin Park senior Trayvon Cahalan has a front row seat.
Seemed like it'd be a good class, you get to eat, so it's always fun.
While eating in class may not be the most challenging task, Treyvon has a 3.5 GPA and a commitment to academics.
Yeah, my mom's actually an elementary school principal, so she's always on me about my grades and stuff, so I've always maintained good grades throughout my whole school career.
Now to the offensive line.
And he's done it all while being a star on the football field. Treyvon is Champlin Park's starting left tackle. This season, he was voted team captain.
The team doesn't vote you in captain and give you that role without you being somebody that's pretty special in that way.
Football is in his blood, and colleges have taken notice.
Now I have some Division II offers, so like University of Minnesota Duluth, Mankato, Bemidji, and then there's some other colleges too.
Trayvon Cahalan.
Those offers are coming despite the fact that Trayvon broke his foot in his team's 4th game, which ended his season.
It was devastating. I remember calling my coach, I was bawling. It was the roughest thing I've ever gone through in my life.
The injury was a blow to the team, but in the weeks since, Trayvon has taken on a new role as player coach.
You can see his leadership ability coming out because when you don't have the helmet on, you got to find other ways to contribute, and he has done that.
It's a testament to his character. So while he may not be able to pummel defensive linemen anymore this year, his coach says he still has a bright future.
I see him being successful.
At Champlin Park, Totino Cleveland, CCX News.
And Treyvon has yet to decide on a college. As for his injury, he is expected to make a full recovery.
That's good.
Coming up next, sports, including the Maple Grove girls soccer team getting set for its first ever state tournament game. Jay Wilcox has the story coming up next.
I'm Jay Wilcox with sports. The state soccer tournaments are underway with 5 local teams in the various tournaments this fall. Farmington, the site as the top-seeded Totino-Grace boys met Chisago Lakes in the Class A quarterfinals on Tuesday. Watch the great passing. Parker Jager over to Herbert Endelay, and he threads a perfect pass through to Stevenson Lamar for the goal as Grace makes it look easy to grab a 1-0 lead on Chisago. Less than 7 minutes later, it's Endelay taking the pass, then beating the defenders with a great move before burying the high shot, and it's 2-0 Eagles. And they are not done. Endelay gets free for a good shot that stopped, but Lamar will put the rebound in as the Eagles win 4-0. They'll face Orono in the semifinals Monday at noon at US Bank Stadium. The Maple Grove girls soccer team plays its first ever state tournament game Thursday night. Here's John Jacobson with more on the Crimson.
It's a new feeling for the players and coaches in the Maple Grove girls soccer program. Practicing in late October is something different.
Really excited to be able to be practicing at this time of the year, trying to figure out how do we prep, how do we do all these things. A lot of it's new, so don't really know how to navigate through the days, but we're out here practicing, so at least we're doing that.
Maple Grove dominated a good Centennial team to win last week's Section 5 AA championship. It's a confident group right now that's playing well.
What makes me excited is in our defense, we've been a lot stronger, and in forwards, we've been scoring a lot more.
Definitely, beginning of the year, we knew we were really good, but as it progressed on, we got better and better, and we knew that we actually have a chance.
While a total of 6 Maple Grove boys teams have qualified for state through the years, it's a first for the girls, and that means a lot to these players.
We've been trying for basically 3 years now against Centennial, and to finally get through this year is a really good thing.
It means everything to us. We just wanted to make it just so we could say that, make history, make something new, everyone just knows, and it's really cool that the boys and girls got to make it.
Maple Grove is seeded 3rd in the Class AA field behind Wayzata and Andover. The Crimson feel they have as good a chance as anyone to win it all next week.
You got the whole chip and a chance one, so we're looking to play. You get to the state tournament and it's 8 good teams. Everybody won enough to get there, so we can't look past any single day.
In Maple Grove, John Jacobson, CCX Sports.
Maple Grove meets Eastridge Thursday night at 7:30 at Chisago Lakes High School. We'll have highlights of Wednesday's Maple Grove boys game against Prior Lake, as well as Wayzata Mounds View boys Thursday starting at 4 on CCX News. Well, the football playoffs kicked off for a few local teams on Tuesday night. Also, Brooklyn Center was looking to build on a 5-3 regular season. The 4th-seeded Centaurs hosting Pine City in Section 5 3A. First quarter, Pine City's Adam Archambault fights his way to the end zone. The Dragons take a 6-0 lead. Second quarter, Nick Hansman with the keeper from 1 yard out, and it's 12-0 Pine City. The Centaurs score before halftime as Davia Gabor escapes the rush and runs for the score. After a 2-point conversion, it's 12-8 Pine City at the break. Fourth quarter, Hansman pushes in for another short touchdown. It's 20-8 Dragons. Late in the fourth, Gabor fires to Charles Wiley on 4th down for the BC touchdown, cutting the lead to 20-14, but that's as close as the Centaurs get as Pine City advances. And a huge win for Park Center as the Pirates knock off Irondale 17-14 in the Section 5 5A quarterfinals. They'll face St. Louis Park in the semis Saturday afternoon. Providence Academy also won Tuesday, while Osseo was eliminated in Section 6 5A. It's also playoff time in volleyball. 2 local squads met in a regular season rematch in Section 5 3A as Cooper traveled to Park Center to take on the Pirates. Cooper's top player Summer Ballard missed the first meeting. She gets an early block for the Hawks here. But Randy Olmstead's team takes over. Sydney Warkin sets cross court to Lauren Beecham for the kill on a 7-4 lead. And Park Center takes the first set 25-11. To set 2 off the Cooper serve, the Pirates get into their offense, and Kylie Cox delivers a strong hit to the deep corner for the point on the way to a 25-12 Park Center win. Cooper tries to get it going, but it's not enough. Nia Richter puts it down here for Park Center. And Beecham has a strong match for the Pirates. She delivers match point as Park Center wins in 3. The Section 5 tournament continues Thursday with quarterfinal matches. The team portion of the state girls tennis tournament is wrapping up Wednesday afternoon. Wayzata lost 7-0 to Edina in the Class AA semifinals Wednesday morning. They are playing in the 3rd place match this afternoon. Singles and doubles play starts Thursday in A and AA. And that's all for sports. Alex and Mike, back to you.
All right, thanks a lot, Jay. In Local Vote 2017, we are hearing from each of the 5 candidates running for Golden Valley City Council this week.
And voters are choosing 2 council members from that group. The only incumbent in the race is Larry Fonnest, who has served in the council since 2014.
Hello, I'm Larry Fonnest, and I'm running for re-election to the Golden Valley City Council. I've made Golden Valley my home for 21 years. It's a wonderful city, and I'm committed to making it even better. I value open, responsive, and accountable city government. As a retired business owner, I have the time, experience, and skills to move Golden Valley forward and give it the attention it so richly deserves. I will hold the line on property taxes. Creating new commercial, retail, and housing starts will bolster the city's vitality, increase the tax base, and provide good-paying jobs. I'm committed to vibrant, safe neighborhoods that preserve the best of Golden Valley while thoughtfully planning for the future. Well-maintained city infrastructure is critical to strong neighborhoods. Excellence in police and fire services ensures the safety of our families. Please visit my website at www.larryfonnest.com to learn more. I'm Larry Fonnest, and I thank you for your vote on November 7th.
Still ahead, Picture Perfect in Plymouth.
We'll be right back. And finally, hometown pride swells in Plymouth.
Each year, the City and Plymouth Magazine team up for the Picture Plymouth Photo Contest. And this year, 156 entries were received in 5 categories. And the overall winner is Riley Lowe with this beautiful shot titled The Lone Fisherman, taken at Timber Shores Park in Plymouth. And the Reader's Choice winner is Jennifer Anatanazi with her loose line bike trail shot. The winners were announced at Tuesday night's City Council meeting. And as we say goodbye, we leave you with some of the first place picks in the contest's 5 categories.
And we'll see you back here again Thursday starting at 4.